Recording. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. This is our healthcare providers presentation. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screen here with the slides and get started. Move the things around. Just like so. Thank you for being patient, and thank you for joining today for our Healthcare Professionals edition of the Art of Wellbeing presentation. Tonight, you will hear stories from healthcare professionals who have had a major impact on their lives by trying this nutrition. And let's just see if there's a way that this might work in your lives as well. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sadie. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background. I am a registered nurse. I have done most of my time in the ER and in the clinic. I served in the Army as well, and I've considered myself a health and wellness educator and advocate for years. I actually didn't even think about this for years, but I started around middle school. I would go and volunteer at a nursing home and just play cards and talk to people, and that was kind of one of my first starts when it comes to, just being part of healthcare. I found myself in October of 2019 at a complete rock bottom. I was working 2 jobs, suffering from heartburn and joint pain, and just could not shake the baby weight. I knew I needed to do something drastic. So I thought, why don't I try vegan? That seems to work for lots of people. But after 10 days and hours of meal prep in the kitchen, I was slipping once again, just like every other diet that I'd ever tried. And I felt like I was let down again, once more by diet culture. I really struggled with my relationship with food. My best friend, Cassie, of 20 years, she was going to be speaking later tonight, asked me gently if I would try this system with her. I hesitated, but decided that I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I said, don't tell anybody. So, what have I got to lose? Within 4 days, I felt like I found myself more patient with my kids and with work. I was waking up before my alarm clock. The fog was starting to lift. And through the holidays, I lost weight, which had never happened. And to this day, I am down 45 pounds since starting the system. And, that part's great. Losing weight is amazing. But let me tell you what I've gained. I've gained invaluable self-confidence and self-worth and self-love, things that I struggled with since I can remember. I feel like I'm a better person overall. I feel like I'm a better mom, wife, friend, a better nurse, a better pillar of the community, because everybody that's in our team and within the Isagenix family, they lift you up. They want to see you do better. On some of my worst days where I was struggling and really giving up and falling off the wagon, they were there to lift me up and to tell me that they still believe in me no matter what. I can't talk highly enough about our community of people here. So, one thing's for certain, you are born with one body, and it's the only thing guaranteed that you have until death. During times such as these, health has been the forefront of many minds as we battle a pandemic nobody saw coming. We do not claim to cure, prevent, or treat any disease processes, but we can share with you how this company has helped hundreds of thousands of people achieve their health goals. Before we share what's available to you, please know that everything we do is based upon our core value of integrity, which means to us that we're always doing the right thing in the right way. Therefore, we want to let you know 2 things up front. Our products only work if you use them, and our financial opportunity only works if you do. If you want more information about either, we have isagenixhealth.net/research or isagenixearnings.com. Today, Isagenix is an internationally trusted and respected family-owned company that since 2002 has helped so many people. So we're almost 20 years old. We are in 26 markets around the world, and we've helped people reach their own personal resolutions, whether those are physical or financial. My favorite part of the slide is that we give so much back to charity. We have an amazing ISA foundation. We have helped people all throughout the world by feeding children and feeding people who need to have that in their lives. At Isagenix, healthier choices means a no compromise commitment to the products that we provide. Products that are backed by science and nutritionist approved. Nutrition that is responsibly sourced to minimize the global footprint, and to maximize the product availability and reliability. We only use dairy protein cows that are never treated with routine antibiotics. Our nutrition is made from natural ingredients, which means we don't use artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners, and everything is gluten-free. But we don't stop there. We test everything for quality, microbial activity, heavy metals, and over 70 different pesticides, because that's what no compromise means to us. I like to ask people if they question, how good our stuff is do they do that when they go shopping at the grocery store? Do they pick up every single tub of yogurt and every single thing and, I wonder if this was tested for pesticides? Just to food for thought, no pun intended. Here, I'd like to highlight a few of our staples. Our whole blend isolene shakes are made with raw ingredients with only 1 gram of sugar, sweetened with stevia and molasses. They have fiber and probiotics, as well as a complete amino acid profile, including our plant-based one. It comes in dairy-free and whey-based proteins. My favorite flavor is the strawberry. When it comes to snacking, we've got you covered. Our Isodelight chocolates are guilt-free snacking experience. I used to kill Dove chocolates, you guys, one after another. And I actually feel satisfied after just having one Isodelight. It's kind of strange to feel good after just one, but hey, you get used to it. And our Cleanse for Life is so important for resetting our body. It removes the toxins from our fat and expels it through urination, so you don't need to take PTO to cleanse with us. Finally, our collagen elixir is a groundbreaking, delicious drink to help support your body's most common protein production, collagen. We would be more than happy to send you more information on any of these or what else we have to offer. In addition to feeding our body, cleansing our body, and protecting it from oxidative stress, we offer targeted solutions so that you can look and feel your best. Looking for a better night's sleep? We have a solution for that. Looking for better digestive health? We have a solution for that. Trying to eat more vegetables, wanting more energy throughout the day, looking for healthier snacks? We have a solution for all of the above. And if you're an athlete, collegiate, professional, or Olympic, or maybe you just like to work out in your garage gym, we can help you take your performance to a whole new level. No kidding. So I like this slide. You don't need to take our word for it. You don't need to just believe me. If you like research and evidence-based practice, this is what I like to talk about here. We do things differently. As mentioned earlier, we test every product, but we also test the systems scientifically to ensure that you get the results you're looking for. When Isagenix was compared to the Heart Healthy Diet, I know everybody here knows what that is. It's the medical gold standard. Those using the Isagenix system experienced 2 times more weight loss, 78% more fat loss, and kept 2 times more muscle. That's impressive. You can read more about our published peer-reviewed scientific research at isagenixhealth.net/research. Say that 10 times fast. So, why did we create a presentation geared towards healthcare professionals? Easy. This is a match made in heaven. Not only is it convenient, cost-effective, and tastes great, but it's a form of self-care. We are so often taking care of everybody else's needs that we tend to forget our own. Nutrition gets set aside as we perform CPR on our patients instead of working to prevent it. Setting a good example for those around you starts from within and can empower others to do the same. And to put it simply, you are trading time for money in your job. Years of schooling and sometimes little potential for extra income. This is a great way to avoid needing that second job, night shift, or weekend pay. It's simply providing a solution and enriching others' lives. So we're going to move on and we're going to hear from one of my great friends and teammates, Lisa. I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sadie. Welcome everybody to the Art of Wellbeing Healthcare Edition. My name is Lisa Vanderweld and I am a healthcare insurance consultant. And so what that means, if you don't know, is I actually help businesses formulate their healthcare plans. We see all the claims that come in from these wonderful nurses that are on this call. So we see kind of the back end, if you will, and help control the costs of healthcare. So if you don't mind, I want to share my story and then a few kind of stats that I came across that are more recent in terms of what we're looking at in the healthcare industry. So just 5 years ago, I was actually running on empty and feeling totally undernourished, working full time. I always seemed to be feeling tired and stressed. And during my mid 30s, I began to notice my pants getting tighter and tighter, and nobody likes that feeling, right? So then my longtime friend, Robin, comes bouncing along with all of her energy and looking fabulous. Did she always look that way to me? Absolutely, yes. But I could still tell something was different with her, and I wanted what she had. She introduced me to Isogenics because she was already using the products, and I decided I had nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. You're having great results. You're feeling good. You have all this energy. It's my turn. It's my time. And so within days of actually putting the products in my body, utilizing the system, how it's intended to be used, I gained all that natural energy back within like 5 or 7 days, and I couldn't believe it. And overall, I released 18 pounds. Several inches, and I gained that sexy lean muscle that everyone is after. I have that. I've maintained that over the 5 years, and it's just been wonderful. And so, as we said, you know, this is the healthcare industry edition of our Art of Wellbeing, and some of those stats are truly kind of mind-blowing to me, and I wanted to share a couple from the CDC. So 1 in 4 Americans actually have multiple chronic conditions. So a chronic condition is something like diabetes, heart disease, cancer, even obesity can fall into that category now. And approximately 71% of the total healthcare spend in the United States, I'm talking, is associated with more than one of those chronic conditions. That's astounding to me. That's 71%, and that's growing all the time. Trust me, I see it. Which leads to multiple other issues, right? It's lost time and productivity in the workplace because people are out because they're sick or they're not feeling well or they're in the hospital because of an illness. These ladies have seen it, unfortunately. There's rising costs of prescriptions. We hear it. It's in the news. It's in the forefront of everything. You know, it's just compounds and compounds, and then people have mental health issues and depression because of all this as well. So how can we change that, right? We have a solution, you guys and gals. We have a solution, and it's wonderful, and it works. So I believe in self-care before utilizing your healthcare. True healthcare starts with nutrition. It starts with movement. It starts with our greatest wealth is our health. Because of Isogenics, I have been able to cultivate a healthy, balanced lifestyle for my entire family. Our whole family uses it. I have a teenager, I have a husband, we all use it. My gratitude runs super deep for this company because of these products and how it's changed my life and how I've seen it change multiple other lives as well. So I feel fully refreshed and nourished every single day. You can tell I'm super passionate, excited. It's super easy. It gives me energy. It's clean. It's simple nutrition. One decision at a time, one person at a time. We can all shift this paradigm of being better together. And I love paying it forward and making an impact on other people's lives. And I hope you see that. And I love sharing this healthy lifestyle and passing it on, this vibrant life, and creating a legacy to last a lifetime. So I want to introduce our next speaker and friend and business partner, Steph. She's a mom. She's a former nurse as well. So Steph, take it away and share your story.
Hi, my name is Steph. I worked in dermatology for about almost 5 years. I was an orthopedic injection clinic nurse for a little under a year. And then I did utilization review for just about 3 years. So back in November of 2019, my good friend and teammate introduced me to Isogenics, and I was so excited at the time, and I agreed to order. I had also just had a baby, and I was breastfeeding at the time, and I was just a nuffer, so I'm sure you moms know what that means. So I wanted to try and increase my nutrition to help my body to be able to produce for my child. So I tried this nutrition, and then, I got lost in mom life. I suffered from postpartum depression, and I ended up turning to alcohol, and I went through a lot of antidepressants and nothing really worked. I didn't know who I was anymore. And in October of 2020, I actually entered myself into treatment. And in January of this year, I lost my job, and I'm so grateful. It's not a bad thing. I have the time to focus on Isagenix, on myself, and spreading the word and educating people about this nutrition. And like the biggest takeaway for me is this community and how supportive, like when I've told people what I've been going through, like I've just had support from these people. And the nutrition is just so simple. I mean, 2 shakes a day, you do your snacks, you still eat dinner. That's how I do it anyway. It's so simple. And moving forward, you know, I'm dedicated to improving my health and sharing my unique story and helping others also pursue their health goals. So that's what I have to say so far. And on to Cassie.
All right. Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Thanks, Steph, Lisa, Sadie. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Cass. I'm a mom and a wife for the last year now. Coming up in March, I've been at home with my kids, which is a dream come true to me. But my background is in healthcare, most recently as a director of nursing. I started my healthcare way back. I worked in nursing homes as an aide in assisted living. Once I got my LPN, I started in dermatology, got involved with aesthetics and some Medi Spa injectables, learned a whole ton about dermatology, had a lot of fun, and then really found kind of my passion in nursing was working in assisted living. However, there was just always that part of me that wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So this is a dream come true for me. But like so many of us who go into healthcare, I care about people, which is my primary reason for getting started in the industry. 10 years ago is when I initially was introduced to Isagenix by my childhood friend, Emily. But at the time, I didn't know what I didn't know. And so I actually didn't try it 10 years ago. It took until 4 years later, 6 years ago, when I was going through some big transitions, both personally and professionally, and found myself so drained and lacking the energy that I needed after work with my kids. I felt like I was 90, but the problem was I was still in my 20s and I was drinking an entire pot of coffee just to get through the day. And I still had midday brain fog. And I was one of those people who just thought, buck it up, buttercup, get up and you can keep going, until I couldn't. And so I finally just thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. I've heard so many people have success with this. And I was so impressed because I did go into some of the research and the science behind it. And everything that I found, I was more and more impressed with the integrity behind all of the products and this company in and of itself. So within a couple of weeks, I remember waking up and I felt good. Like I'd actually forgotten what it felt like to feel good in my own skin. So it wasn't this crazy bouncing off the walls energy, but it was like steady, consistent. I could work, I could come home, I was with my kids. The biggest thing though, I was sleeping better. And I felt like I didn't need to rely on caffeine anymore. And I got down to 1 cup a day. So it's just been a staple in terms of nutrition. Prior to Isagenix, I'd been the queen of yo-yo dieting. At one point in my life, I was 100 pounds heavier than I am now. And while I'd gotten that off, I depleted myself nutritionally, trying to keep up with the chopping and the meal prepping. And then so oftentimes my good intentions would end up rotting in the back of the fridge. And I couldn't be a professional salad eater. I couldn't keep up with it. And so I'd find myself skipping meals here and there. And with Isagenix, dieting is a thing of the past. I am such an advocate to ditch diet culture. I think, the whole lose 5 pounds fast, I see that and I just think, oh my goodness, I wish we could change our messaging. I wish we could change our mentality about what it is to live a healthy lifestyle as it relates to nutrition. And so this has been the most convenient, easiest way that every single day, routinely getting that high nutritionally dense meal in every morning for breakfast every day, sometimes 2 shakes a day if it's a busy day with my kids, and then incorporating nutritionally supported intermittent fasting into my week, usually once a week, or sometimes I will do twice a month. But it's just been a staple. My kids love it. They love the greens, which I don't know how many of you have kids, but sometimes getting your kids to eat their broccoli is such a challenge. So making a green slushy is just, they love that. The bars, the shakes. My husband uses the nutrition. It is our staple here in this house. And so it's been such a blessing to share this with my friends, with others. I started really doing the business about a year ago. And for the longest time, I just thought, you know what, I love this nutrition. I stand by it, everything that, the integrity of it, and I believed in it. But I always thought, network marketing, that's something somebody else does, but not me. I'm not that type of person. And so what I've found is that with the mentorship and with the tracks to run on and with the systems that we have in place, it has been such a blessing to learn about residual income, to learn about residual wealth, to learn about how to create it. But the best thing is helping others learn how to create residual wealth by taking some of our food money that we're already spending on food, helping people feel better, helping families afford healthy, holistic nutrition delivered right to their doorstep, especially during this time, and then helping them pay down whatever bill it is. Does somebody make one, they need $500 more a month? We can show them how to do that and plug them into the mentorship. And beyond that, being able to make an impact, earn an income, create my own schedule, work with the people that I just love dearly, is that along the way, I just am enjoying and so thankful for the person that I'm becoming. So thankful for the people that I'm meeting, and so thankful to see that the lives that are changing. So that's a little bit about me, Sadie. If you want to hit the next slide. Thank you. So this is one of my best friends, Nat. She and I went to LPN school together. We've worked together in nursing leadership. We were pregnant with our 2-year-old daughters at the exact same time. She is a gem. And so she said before Isogenic, she was exhausted, not sleeping well. She was stressed. She had some chronic pain from being overweight. She decided she needed to make a change, and she heard a few different stories. And she hopped on board in July. And so she's been using this system for 7 months, and she's down 30 pounds. And just her vitality for life is just amazing. Pictured there with her, the blonde, is her friend Julia. And I think Julia is down 40 pounds now as well. So much fun to do this together. Both of them are RNs. All right, and I think next we have Shayna. And so Shayna Jackson is another friend. And so Shayna, I did not know. She was introduced to me by my friend Danielle, who's a nurse. So Danny brought Shayna into Isogenics. And that's a beautiful thing, is it's not always who we know, it's who we're going to meet along the way. And Shayna has just been such a gem and so much fun to get to know. Shayna says, after years of yo-yo dieting, I was introduced to Isogenics through a friend at work who was Danny. She jumped in and started in June. She felt amazing after 5 days, and she knew that it was something that she would stick with. Within 3 months, she is down 30 pounds. She's a busy mom, grandma, labor and delivery nurse. She says she was amazed how easy and adaptable this lifestyle change was, especially with her working the overnight schedule. Not only has she lost weight, she's full of energy, no longer struggles through 12-hour night shifts, and has developed a whole new relationship with food, which I think is the biggest blessing. Something also about Shayna is that it's inspired her husband. He has also been just rocking his system. He has a great transformation, and then her kids are working out with her. It's been a whole family ordeal. So good. And then these are just a couple more testimonies. There are so many. I'll just touch on a couple of these here. Kelly, she's an RN for 27 years, so thankful to have this nutrition with me every single day at work. She has the energy that she needs to get through her day. Carla is an MRI tech. She says it's been so easy to do with her busy schedule. She can make a shake between patients, and she has the energy that she needs to get through her day without having to guzzle coffee. I can relate to that. like she used to, and she's not spending tons of money on junk food for breakfast or lunch. All right, Sadie, I'll kick it back to you.
Oh my gosh, you guys are incredible. Seriously, like I wish we could all talk to you for hours and hours because like it's been so wonderful. Like getting to know everybody and hearing their stories. Like I feel like we become professional story collectors because you get to know if you're talking to somebody and you're like, I can't relate to this gentleman or I can't relate to this person of a different age. Like you collect different stories of different people and what they've been through and kind of share that. So let's move on. We're going to talk about money. Oh my gosh, that's such a scary subject, right? Let's face it. We go to school, which is expensive. We get an education, drains us, right? And then you get a job and you're all excited, you're working, and then you work and 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 you take up PT, then you take up extra shifts, then you work until you're exhausted, right? Like I mean, that's just kind of what happens. It's a part of the motions, somewhere you get married, somewhere you have babies, but that's the plan, right? So sometimes you can get a raise. Some jobs, some places in the healthcare field have the opportunity to make good money, 6 figures or above, but none of mine have. And life is expensive with student loans, kids, unexpected bills, credit cards, and all of the in between. It can really be hard to make ends meet sometimes. I know I've had a lot of nurses that I've worked with that will pick up the night shifts, they'll work on the weekends, they'll do whatever they can just to get by. So why partnering with us would make a difference is because basically we work on your professional growth and development as well. I used to be really scared about sharing this, but it's not like you're selling. It's not like, here is this product in the back of my trunk, buy it from me, or, some sort of schemy thing. Like I actually want people who order to have a lifestyle shift and change. I want them to see them do better. I don't just give you my website and then hitch on out of here and hope, check in with you in 6 months. It's actually a one-on-one type thing. And like Cassie said, this is a residual type income. It doesn't stop. Like even if you're busy and doing other stuff, you still have that kind of rolling in. So you can work anywhere. You can do this in the pockets of your day, whenever and wherever. Even if you're on a vacation and you meet Pablo at the airport and Pablo wants to sign up, you just made a new friend, made a new business partner. So I love that this is so flexible. You make lifelong friendships. It's just so fitting. So when you get ready to order, you're simply reallocating your grocery money and buying from Isogenics instead. It's shipped right to your door. The average cost per meal in the US is $7.33. A lot of times when I ask people, how much do you spend on a day with your food, just your food, not your family's food, most people have no idea. But I do know I would watch people spend $20 at the cafeteria on just one meal at a time. So when you're also counting for fast food, gas station snacks, coffee from Starbucks, from the books, eating out and delivery, especially during quarantine, really the stuff just adds up and adds up. So you potentially might be spending more than $7.33. Every once in a while, somebody will try to tell me they spend $1 on themselves a day. And I just say, okay, let you go with that. So consider our whole blend shake. It's about $3.15. You actually save money if you have one of these shakes. And yes, it's satisfying. It helps to promote your fullness hormone and it suppresses your hunger hormone, ghrelin and leptin. Looked them up. So let's talk about how you share. When you're ready to earn some extra income by helping other people, so you've already ordered, you're a preferred customer. You've ordered at least 100 of our business volume, which is our points. You're next going to upgrade to associate, which is just a fee of $29 annually. This gives you your own website, access to online training, and so much support. So your coworker, Lisa, she says, hey, Sadie, I see you've been doing all this great stuff. I want to try what you're doing. You say, okay, let me just, show you our packages. And she's like, I want the big bad boy because I want all of those extra support, right? So she's like, I'm going to spend $20 a day, breakfast and lunch and snacks and all of the in between. I say, you got it, girlfriend. So we go ahead and sign her up on our left side. And then Cassie says, oh my gosh, I want to do that too. Let's do a challenge in the clinic. Let's do a challenge in the office. Like, let's have some sort of like a weight loss challenge thing going on here. So Cassie signs up with the same package, but she's going to be on your right side. So you're going to earn $100 for Lisa's package and $100 for Cassie's package. And if they do that in the same week, that doubles. So you're sitting at $400, $200 for each. Now, if you do this and share within the first 30 days of becoming an associate, you're going to make an extra $50 for becoming a consultant. Now, that sometimes actually does increase depending on if we have promotions going on. So we're going to say you're about $450 right now. So let's talk about how exciting it gets here. We already talked about how the double here goes. So you're about $450, $500 in the pocket. Now, Lisa wants to share with two people. She wants to share with Steph and Marianne. And then Cassie wants to share with two people, her husband and my husband. I don't know why she would decide on my husband, but we're going to go with it. They're good friends. So by creating a consultant with Lisa, you get $100. And by creating a consultant with Cassie, you get $100. So where are we at? We're at $650 now. But wait, there's more. If you do this in 60 days, you get an extra one-time bonus of $250 for becoming a crystal manager. So you're at $900 there. What could you do with that kind of cash in your pocket? Like that's so impressive to me. And guess what? It doesn't just stop with two people. Every time these people order more and more people show up, there's more volume coming up. Now that's just one side of how you can make money. Just one side. There are other bonuses. There's pools of money you can get into. There's contests if you like to be competitive with yourself or with your team. There's so much endless potential here, and it just flows. You just keep ordering. So let's briefly go over a couple of the packages that we offer before we wrap up for tonight. So if you're like, this sounds pretty great, but where do I start? How do I begin? So whether you're looking for weight loss or not, we like to recommend our basic pack for somebody who's ready to get started. So this has 56 meals, which is breakfast and lunch. It has our intermittent fasting nourishment, which is our cleanse for life. It has our adaptogenic stress relief, our ionics, which is our patience in a bottle, AKA mommy juice. It has snack bites, targeted metabolism support, digestive support, and this is about $10 a day. Great way to get started. We always love the basic pack. But what if you want a little bit more? Say you're kind of nervous. What if I want some extra snacks? What if I want those super chocolates? Those sound amazing. What if you want some energy shots or heck, a blender or more snacks and a shaker cup? Your premium pack is good for you. This is about $15 a day. Also great option, let's just keep going here. I want to get what Lisa and Cassie got because that sounds pretty darn awesome. The value pack, it's $20 a day, comes with the vitamins as well. And that comes with the AM and PM pack. And it also comes with our organic greens, which is how you can get those vegetables in. So that's about $20 a day. Some of our snacks do vary a little bit in price. It just depends on how many is in the box itself. Like our chocolates come in boxes of 30 and our peanut butter packs come in like boxes of 8. So kind of something to keep in mind. So we're going to wrap up tonight. I'm going to leave you knowing that we have a 30-day money back satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't love the products, you can get all of your cash back. It's a risk-free trial. Whoever sent you here tonight cares about your health and well-being, and they know that you're a hard worker, and you could benefit from one of the aspects we discussed today. You can get back to them and let them know what you loved most about this presentation. Thank you all for attending, and I hope that you have a fabulous night.